Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm here with iCadenza, sitting with Lora Libby, right before an opera works performance of Passage to Paradise, a non-boring original opera. We're very excited about her performance coming up later today. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you're singing later today?
Sure. I'll be singing in the performance project. My character is actually a character of my own creation, and I'll be singing Apparition by Debussy. It's actually a song. So it's not an aria, but it's pretty much like an aria. So.
How did you first get involved with opera works?
Well, I heard about it actually through my teacher. She's had a couple students come through OperaWorks, and she's just raved about it. She says out of every single program that she sends students to, OperaWorks is the one that really causes the greatest amount of transformation for her students, and I totally agree. I mean, I'm in undergrad right now. I have one more year to finish at Wheaton College. It's a really small liberal arts school in Illinois, and this program is just unlike anything I've ever experienced before. And I'm just starting out, but if all the programs were like this, I would be so for anything that I could ever do that was like OperaWorks, because it's really changed me and transformed me a ton. So, yeah.
How did you first get started with opera? Was it in college or before that?
Well, I started singing like a lot of opera singers as soon as I came out, pretty much. But I actually started out playing piano first. So I was an instrumentalist before I was a singer. And then in college, right before I was supposed to try out for college auditions, I had to decide. And it was like choosing which child I loved better for me, because I loved playing so much, but I also loved singing so much. And I just had to be honest with myself, and I said, okay, well, you probably have just more talent in singing naturally. So even though you like playing piano more, you should probably try singing. So I did, and ever since then, I've just really, the path just kind of opened up for me, and I've just really discovered that this is what I was meant to do.
So you've been doing a lot of performing since then?
Yeah, mostly just stuff in school. Actually, I have, we're doing Britain's The Rape of Lucretia this fall, and so I'll be playing Lucia. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's really exciting.
I'm really excited about it.
Do you have any funny stories about things that have happened on stage that were definitely not meant to happen?
Oh, everyone has these stories. They're kind of interesting. Well, we did a scenes program a couple years ago at school, and we did scenes from Don Giovanni. And so I did a duet that's often cut from Don Giovanni because it's not really that essential to the plot. And it's a duet between Leporello and Zerlina. And I was Zerlina, and I had to tie up my Leporello with tons of rope, and the rope kept on getting stuck too tight around his neck. And so, in rehearsals, he would be saying, like, you're choking me. And I was so into it, I just didn't realize that I was doing that. And so during the actual performance, things went okay, but like he had actually had rope burns around his neck from that. And so I had to kind of realize that, okay, really can't pull that hard. Just make it look like you're pulling it hard, and it was okay. But, I was on stage once. This was in high school. We did Beauty and the Beast, and part of the set actually fell down on part of the cast and the crew, and it was really bad. They had to go to the hospital with minor injuries and abrasions and things like that. But it just goes to show you that anything can happen. But, I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect opera performance, for sure. Not even at the Met, so...
That sounds very dangerous with a set falling down.
Yeah. But, I mean, it happens all the time, and you just have to learn to get with it and just make it work. So I feel like after Opera Works, definitely have the skills to just make up stuff with improving and just making sure to just make it look like you meant to do it.
OperaWorks productions really try to get the audience to experience everything that the singers are experiencing on stage, and that's what makes the production so wonderful. What do you think we can do to encourage people to give opera a shot in the light of all of the different options that they have with different media and different entertainment options that are out there now? How can we get people to give opera a chance?
I think we mainly just have to make it connect to real life, because all the major themes that are presented in opera are such human themes. There's love, there's death, just life experiences that everyone goes through. And I think it's really relevant. And I think this performance project in particular deals with lots of issues like death, addiction, suffering, love, loss, and in the end, it all kind of climaxes and has a somewhat happy ending, I would say. But with OperaWorks, I think people don't realize that all these different disparate arias that we take and we put them together, they all can unite to make just one central theme. And I think young people especially would really benefit from just giving it a chance. And I think they often don't connect to opera because the performers are older and more experienced, because to do opera as a career, you really have to have a lot of experience. It takes years, often 10, 15 years to really establish yourself in the art form. But if you start young and you just give it a chance, I think it has great power to speak to the human condition. It really does. And I'm a writer and a poet, and so it's always fun for me to kind of connect to that side of opera as well and really pay attention to what the text is saying and to really communicate that, especially in my singing. And the acting, of course, is a big part of it, because if you can't communicate what you feel visually to the audience, you can communicate it musically, but it's a whole different dimension when you can communicate it using your body as well. And OperaWorks really just has helped me get into my body a lot more and feel a lot more comfortable as an actor and as a performer. It just does wonders for you musically too.
Well, we're incredibly excited about your performance today, and we hope that you will stay tuned to future performances by OperaWorks. Obviously, if you're not here today, you will have missed this performance, but there will be many more opportunities, and hopefully many opportunities to hear you as well here in Los Angeles.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.